Well, it's now July. We're about halfway through this golf season, and the new rules of golf are pretty well settled in. As you know, we've been covering some of the changes and things that have gone well or not gone so well on the PGA Tour. And as we look at the midway point, a lot of the furor and arm flailing is over, and now people are settling into the new rules. The flag sticks being left in, balls are being searched for 3 minutes. Balls are being dropped from knee height, and we all are playing golf happily ever after. Well, maybe not quite. But I thought this would be a good opportunity as we enter into the Open Championship lead up with the Scottish Open this week and the Open Championship next week to touch on something in the new rules that is maybe not as well known, and that is that the USGA and the R&A for the first time made sure that not only are the covers the same of all of these books, and I am holding 3 of them. We have the Player's Guide to the Rules of Golf. This is the book you should be familiar with. We have the Unabridged Rules of Golf, the middle-sized Billy Goat. And we have the Official Guide to the Rules of Golf, which has got everything, including the interpretations. This year, in the 2019 code, not only are the covers the same, but every word in the book is the same as well. When you look at the history of the rules of golf, there's been some things that are different. So for example, probably the most well-known, going back into the 50s and 60s, the players on the European Tour played a smaller golf ball. And Americans who traveled over to play in the British Open played that same smaller ball. It penetrated the wind better. So that finally went away in the late 70s, and the Europeans started playing a uniform golf ball. There was another time when, just in more recent times, where if you were in a bunker in Scotland, you were allowed to move stones because they considered it a safety issue, and there was lots more of those in their bunkers. And so that was a difference between the rules in Scotland and Ireland and the rules over here. Now all of that has been agreed upon. You can still adjust by local rule whether you want to do things slightly differently. But the books are the same and the rules are now all the same. So over time, we've just gotten closer and closer together. So in the latest example is the language itself, the spelling of words. The USGA and the R&A had to kind of compromise with international spelling. So sometimes you'll see the word practice spelled with a C, and sometimes you'll see it spelled with an S. It depends on whether it's a noun or a verb. So again, not only is the book the same on the cover, it's in the same throughout. So as we watch the US Open last month and we watch the Open Championship this month, we're going to be seeing the same game played under the same rules, and that's one of the things that makes our game so great. So that's it for this week. Tune in another couple weeks for another rules reminder.